Hi, it's Tony Litz again here at Victor Litz Music Center. I'm going to show you the basics on a violin and how to get started with violin for the school student. Okay, here's a simple instrument. All these instruments are going to fit in a case like a puzzle. They only go in one way. When you take it in and out of the case, take your time, be sure, and not do any damage to the instrument. More can happen there than sometimes even using the instrument. The bow, first of all, we'll take this out. This particular case has got a place where the bow sits, and there's a bow holder here. This at the end is called a frog, and you want to loosen it when it's in storage, and you want to tighten it when it's in use. You're going to then need violin rosin. I'm going to grab some rosin, whether it's right here. Step off camera for a second. Get some rosin. This is the rosin. A keg of rosin like this is probably about $2 at your local music store. We sell it. Everybody does. Lots of violins come with it. Some, new to begin with. This brand new, what you'd normally do is take like the edge of a quarter or maybe a paper clip, scratch it up a little bit to get it a little bit rough so that the rosin can go onto the bow. In order to put rosin on the bow, you're really doing like this, and you're practicing using the violin bow. Gently sit and do lots and lots of this, probably for about 3 to 5 minutes. Especially on a brand new bow, it could take 10 minutes. But almost every time you go to play, you're going to have to put some rosin on the bow. To rosin up the bow is how they call it. I'm sure you've heard that. To hold the instrument, that's your regular violin. This is full size. It's held like this. That is a chin rest. And lots of times they'll have a shoulder pad or rest that goes on the back. They're anywhere from $5 to $30, depending on which one. It's held like this and bowed like that. I'm going to put the bow away, and I'm going to loosen the bow while it's in storage. I'm going to show you a little bit on how to measure a student. As far as the instrument goes, the most popular size is half, 3/4, and full for the elementary and middle school students. Okay? If you hold the instrument like this, and somebody sticks their hand all the way out, measuring to the middle of the palm, the scroll should be, and you can see I'm much longer, so I'm using a full size, and that makes sense. If this was full size and it landed here or further, I'm got the right size instrument. If the student has got an instrument this size and the middle of their palm with their arm fully extended only reaches to about here or here, they need a smaller instrument. I'm going to say half size is about 4th and 5th grade, 3/4, 6th and 7th, and up. And then anything from 7th and 8th grade is always full size and above. It's real simple. We do the measurement here in store. Most of your music stores will. That's what you're looking for in a regular student instrument. There's millions of qualities of them. You can see up here, we've got some ranging anywhere from $129 to a couple of $1,000. They make them in electric. They make them in some crazy colors. It's a lot of fun. It's a hard study. Tuning the instrument is probably one of the more difficult things to do. So as far as tuning a violin, don't get too frustrated. There's plenty of apps on phones, on pads, on the internet, how to tune. We recommend a clip-on electronic tuner. Can't go wrong with one of those. But this is the tuning pegs up here, and it's just a round peg and a round hole. Down here, there are fine tuners that makes it much easier. But if I want to block the instrument and turning it to tune it, but I can also use a fine tuner right here. Should be able to hear the pitch change. Fine tuners are much easier, but when you restring the instrument, or if one of these gets bumped and it comes out of tune, you've got to tune it up here first, fine tuners down there. Bridge will mention that. These bridges have a tendency to fall over very easy. There's these holes in a violin, or sound holes, are the F holes. The violin bridge should line right up with the notches here. This violin bridge is set and carved and fitted properly. If it's not fitted bridge properly, it'll have a tendency to fall over very easy. If it does get knocked over, it's not the end of the world. Simply loosen the strings, put the bridge underneath there, and then tighten the strings back up, being careful not to over tighten it. If you do over tighten it, you're going to break a string, and you'll be in your local music store out to get a new string for you. But there it is. You want to put the bridge back in the proper position, tune the instrument as close as you can get up here, then use the fine tuners. A string instrument is something you probably tune every time you go to play it. So if you've got an instrument that goes out of tune and or it is out of tune, don't worry, it can be tuned right back up. It fits in the case like a puzzle. You don't want to set it in there sideways. It's got to be level so that the instrument can close. Violins are tricky. You've got to get the bow in there properly. If you don't, if this cover or holder isn't there, the bow touches the top of the instrument, and over time you get a nice big scratch mark on the instrument. You'll see lots of violins out there like that. But this is an older, neater, it's a $200, full-size used instrument in really good condition. There it is. That's your package. If you want to close it, you've got handles, latches. There you are. Come see us at Victor Litz Music Center if you have any further questions or needs. We do the rentals, the repairs, the music lessons. We buy, sell, trade. We've got a huge selection of stuff to choose from. We guarantee the lowest price. So anything you need, come see us. Have a good day.